All right, in today's math lesson, we are going to work on adding similar coins. And this is part two. In part one, we worked with pennies and nickels. And in today's lessons, we're going to work with dimes and quarters. All right, just a quick review. We have 4 coins here in the United States. They are the penny, which is worth 1 cent. We have a nickel, worth 5 cents. The dime, worth 10 cents. And the quarter, worth 25 cents. And as you know from our previous lessons, sorting coins is always the first step that we're going to use when we're working with coins. And all coins are different sizes. They have different faces on the front and images on the back. And as you said earlier, the penny's worth 1 cent, the nickel 5 cents, the dime 10 cents, and the quarter is worth 25 cents. All right, so we're going to start with the dime today. And again, you're going to sort the coins. You're going to take the pile of dimes to work with them. And then next, we're going to count the dimes into piles of 10. All right, so we're going to do that because 10 dimes equals $1. So it'll be nice and easy once we have our piles to count them. We'll put our leftover dimes to the side and count those last. And here's an example on the next slide. So counting piles of dimes, we have 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 cents, and 100 cents equals $1. All right, so that's why we're going to make piles of 10. It'll be nice and easy to count. All right, so here's an example with more piles. So we have multiple piles here. So we have one pile of 10 equals $1. We're going to now add a second pile of 10 dimes. So that's another $1. So $1 plus $1 equals $2. We're going to add a third pile of dimes. Now we have a total of $3. And we're going to count our leftover dimes last. We have 5 of them, so that's 50 cents. We have $3.50. So it's nice and easy to count the dimes when they're already sorted into piles of 10. All right, next we're going to work with quarters. All right, so quarters are worth 25 cents. So once again, we're going to sort the coins. We're going to take the pile of quarters to work with. We're going to count quarters into stacks of 4. All right, because 4 quarters equals $1. So it'll be nice and easy to count our stacks of quarters to see how many we have once they're in stacks or piles of 4. The remaining quarters, so we have 3 or less, we're going to put to the side and count those last. All right, count stacks of 4 quarters by dollars. So that's what we're going to show on the next slide. And then we'll count the remaining quarters by skip counting by 25, because they're worth 25 cents each. So here's our example. 1 quarter is 25 cents. 2 quarters gives us 50 cents. 3 quarters gives us 75 cents. And 4 quarters makes $1. So another example, it may look confusing, but just follow along. We have 1 stack of quarters, which equals $1. We're going to add a second stack of quarters. That gives us $2. A third stack, you guessed it, $3. Our fourth stack of quarters, $4. And now we're going to count our leftover quarters. We have 2 quarters that equals 50 cents. So we have $4 in stacks and 50 cents. So we have a total of $4.50 in quarters. And at home, it's a little tight here on the slide because there's only so much room. But when you're working with coins at home, feel free to spread out on a table so they're not so tight together. Keep your stacks separate so you can count them. Take as much space as you need to work with when you're working with your change. All right, so now that this lesson is complete, you're going to go to the Google Classroom, open up math lesson number 4, complete the assignment, and then turn it back into Google. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I can help you through this assignment. In the following slides, I'm just going to show you what your assignment is going to look like and what's expected. So the first step, coin sorting. So you're going to drag the coins into the appropriate column. So here's just a little example. The next slide, you're going to add dimes together. So there's 1, 2, 3 problems. I did the first one for you. So you have a stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dimes equals $1. All right, so write your answers in the box. The next slide, you're going to count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 stacks of dimes. All right, remember how much a stack equals and write your answer in the box. Then we're going to work on quarters. All right, you're going to count. We have 1, 2 stacks and some leftovers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks and some leftovers down here. You're going to write your answer in the box. And this last one, I made them into boxes so it'd be a little easier to see. So I want you to count how many stacks and write your answer in the box below. When you're all set, you can submit your assignment in Google Classroom and I can review it then. All right, good luck and reach out with any questions.